Salute my semen retention brothers, my semen retention family, elevating higher and higher through the use of the practice of semen retention. It's your man, it's your guy, Mystic Path, the Mystic Oracle, MP, back at you again. I'm about to bring some hot fire. You guys get ready for this. Like, subscribe, leave your comments. I got some heavy content that I'm gonna start bringing daily. There won't be this gap, so many gaps between the videos that I make. I'm gonna be more consistent with it. I work a lot. I hustle hard. So I'm trying to get myself straight. That's why, I'm hoping to inspire somebody, but I've been eating a lot too, so I may look like a fat boy. Anyway, before I get started, well, I'll go ahead and give it to you. Okay, today I'm going to talk about how to stay strong when you're being tested. Somebody needs to hear this, and I'm going to make it short and sweet, and I'm going to get to the point. How to be strong how to stay strong, how to stand strong when you're being tested. Look, man, what you have to do as a man, you can't have too much time in your life. This is what I mean. You can't have too much time on your hands, because your mind doesn't want you to progress further. So that's where the voices come from. That's where the negative, the mental bully that I talk about, the mental bully, excuse me. Those voices move in when you're still. If you're not meditating, if you're not doing like yoga or something where you're trying to filter your thoughts through, like you're running your thoughts through a clearing machine, you're purifying your thoughts. You do that by deep breathing in yoga or whatever. If you're not doing that, you need to be moving. Straight up. If you're not in like some posture and you don't have a goal while you're being still, you don't need to be still. You need to be out in the streets hustling. You need to be working. You need to be jogging. You need to get a damn job. I'm gonna come straight. You need to get a job. You need to be in something where you can do some physical activity. That's the only way you stay strong when you're gonna be tested. Because guess what? The tests don't stop. They're gonna keep coming. And even when you reach higher levels, the higher levels you reach, the harder the tests get. When you reach higher levels, the harder the tests get. Got my man juice. Get you some. Got my man juice. Get you some of that. You know what that is. You already know what that is. But if you stay still, those thoughts are going to come. You need to be doing affirmations. You need to be reading books. You need to read a book a week. You need to read a book a week. Damn, a book a month. If you niggas can't get through a book a week, if you cats can't get through a book a week, there's a problem. There's 20-page books out there. Why aren't you reading? Why aren't you keeping your mind in a state of constant learning? Because here's the thing about the mind. Just a little nugget. Here's the thing about the brain. The brain, the mind, it's a recorder. It's like a digital recorder. It's a library. It's a bank. It holds all your daily activities and your daily thoughts. They go into here and they move back into your subconscious. And they're stored in your subconscious. And whether negative or positive, whatever you're feeling, whatever you're placing inside of your mind, your brain, when you're idle, those thoughts come back from your subconscious and they come to the forefront. They come to the forefront of your mind, your gland here, your pineal gland, whatever. So the way to stay strong when you're being tested, you have to constantly fill your mind with positive content. You have to constantly be improving yourself. It's gonna get hard out here, man. Life ain't no easy thing. I hate to tell you guys this, but life isn't easy. It wasn't designed to be easy. And your brain your brain doesn't want you to be hurt. That's why every time you try to do something challenging, the brain tries to stop you. Like do pull-ups or muscle-ups, or you try to do some, some physical activity, the brain is going to do everything in its power to keep you safe. That's what it's designed to do. You got to go against this. You have to push against your brain. Your brain is a terrible master until you gain control of it. Once you know how to place thoughts in your mind and know how to command and program your brain to direct you, then it works for you. You don't ever have to tell your brain to think negatively, do you? You don't ever have to tell your brain to hey, think up negative thoughts, or bring up some negative stuff from the past, some negative. You don't ever have to tell your brain to do that. Those are weeds in the mind, because the brain is a garden. You don't ever have to request a negative thought from your brain, because it's always there. Your job is to fight against that, to push against those negative thoughts with positive thoughts. How do you do that? Read, be active, stay active. Do not be idle unless, like I said before, don't be idle unless you're doing yoga or something, or you're trying to build up your power or something like that. Do not be idle. So it's imperative that you guys listen to motivational speeches and things like that raise your frequency. You got to do that. It's imperative that you do that, because if you don't, you're going to be out here in these streets and you're going to be hurting. You're going to be hurting. The enemy going to come in and just box your ass up. You're going to be all over the damn place, getting boxed up by your mind, because you haven't disciplined yourself enough to learn how to program your mind. You're in control of your life. Religion, all that's fine. Those books, the religious texts and all that, these things are guides for you. But ultimately, at the end of the day, you're the God of your life. You're the God of your life. You're the leader of your life. You have to begin to take steps to guide your life. If you have bad habits, which, we talk about semen retention and stuff like that. I want to get past that. The whole semen retention and the sex, I want to get past that. We're talking about self-improvement, mastering the mind. But that can't happen unless you take the steps or whatever. Yeah, read the text or whatever. Keep Christ, Jesus, Yeshua, keep him at the forefront of what you're doing. If that's the figure that you're familiar with, that entity, if that's who you're familiar with, keep him at the forefront of your mind. But still, you have to do work. You have to work. You just can't sit still and God's in control. I don't have no control of what's going on. And my mom, beat my dad, wasn't there, and all these excuses gotta go. You are a man. You are in control. Take control of your life. If you don't, you won't change. If you don't take control of your life, you ain't never gonna change. I'm sorry, but that's just the way that it is. You have the power to do that. Discipline yourself. Discipline yourself to be active. Go jog or something. Go be active. Go read a book. Go, do something that boosts up your dopamine. But if you're not willing to do those things, you're never gonna elevate past this. You're always gonna be captive to the mental bully, as I like to say. You're gonna be a captive ass slave to the negative bully until you learn how to gain control of it, if you won't take the steps. Love you, cats. I'm gonna leave a link in the description. We're gonna keep it popping consistently. I appreciate all you guys' support. Thank you for your comments. Mystical Path, the Mystic Oracle. I'll see you cats later. Stay strong. Stay on the path. Stay on the path.